Hello guys, Rashidi here and I'm back with another video, this time on what I say, how to raid properly as a heretic. Yeah, how to raid properly as a heretic. So one of the very first things you're going to want to do is go into your default loadout and ensure that you have as much negative mana in there as you possibly can. So I'm gonna even switch my weapons to some really negative mana stuff. I think I can also switch immortal rings in. Immortal. I gotta touch it. Okay. Killed my god. And the second one, and now I am sacrificing a bit of mana. So in my raid loadout I have 32% crit in my Heretic coat, and that is to ensure that I'm critting almost all the time, because I find that I do crit a bit more with some crit in my armor. I'm using Superior Plus Pinions for the 2% ward and the 4% crit each. I'm using the Yeti's Horn because I like the little boost it gives in HP. I use one of two Amities at the moment. If I'm using my crit Amori build, I'll use Recovery and Ashes, which is my, actually not that one, the Siphoning one. Yes, there's a chance for me to recover 3% of the damage dealt in HP. So I'll recover 3% HP of damage dealt. But sometimes if it's easier raids like everything else, I'll use Darkness and Toxins, because that's my strongest one so far. That increases dark damage by 15%. But I actually have another one that I might try that does 20%, and the downside is 50% self damage. I guess this one isn't bad when I'm doing, what would I call it now, normal raids. But if I'm doing Amori, that one is going to be hard to use. So I'm using just Balder Boots normal with a bit of Dex in it, just so I hit a little bit more often, hopefully. Double Lugus for the proc, hopefully too. Staff of the Chimera from Face Chimera for the Berserk 1 buff, and Arisen Feral Staff for the additional action rate on my pet. And I have in all Blackened Eyes of Kerberos, which give 2% chance each. Other than that, it's just normal stuff in the Yeti Horn, and I think we can begin now. I'm going to try an Arisen Morrigan 100% as usual to see what can be done. I guess that one was kinda almost full. 4 mil damage. I guess that's not bad. Still would want to. I just want to do a full one, to be honest. Grrr. Okay, this one is full. Double checking. As I said, I can do this, refill my mana and everything, and I can hop in. Okay. And let's hop in. I'm going to be using 3 berserks, and as you can see, I'm already at 1500 mana, but my mana was just full. So I'm already well into my passive, and I won't have to worry about having to drain mana. I can just restore mana, and that way I can control how much is restored. So I'm going to be using a smelly mushroom. Oh, fucking hey, I just remembered I have to use a smelly mushroom here, guys. So I have to use a panacea. I'm wondering though, smelly mushroom, if I use it with briny pendant, might not be bad. Alright, I'm just gonna spam a bit of spells to see. I'm gonna try to look and see if I'm getting the 3% heals, especially. And in the meantime, hopefully I'll also proc my Berserk 1. Alright, I'm going to obviously try to crit here because Lugas actually procced. Thank you, ma'am. To roll. Okay, and now I'm going to use Worms, Wyvern Speed. And I think I can get into it now. I'm really hoping this this thing will actually proc, and it's already failing me. Thankfully. I don't have in the one, so this is why I like using the Heretic horn. It gives me just enough to do about 5 casts if I have some residual mana anyway, but it's just enough to do 4 comfortably. My dogs really like to bark, so if I randomly pause, god damn it, if I randomly pause, I'm just pausing to mute them. You know how they say little dogs have anger issues? Yeah, those are my dogs. I'll be escaping for more. And my berserk is not procced. That's crazy though. I'm like 5 minutes into the fight and my berserk hasn't procced. Shameful. They really do need to up the proc rate on it. I think it's 5%. Don't quote me. Whenever I say I think, just know that it's a thought. It's not me trying to share information. Okay, this one is going decent. Not the fastest, obviously, but you know, I'm still workshopping the Amities, and I think this is actually the first time I've tried this one because I was using the 15% one because I hate that other one. Imagine I'm taking 50% more dots. If I'm even using 2 berserks, that's too much. 2 berserks is too much normal, meaning 1 berserk might be too much with that thing. But hopefully this Amity do something. Down to me, a river will flow. Not my enemy, I let you prove me wrong. It won't be long to see the end of the line. Don't forget me now, we haven't got the time. Yeah. Oh yeah, we're supposed to be giving tips, huh? Oh my god. I'm the worst YouTuber ever. God, I hate myself. JK, I love myself. But this is an awful video, but I actually enjoyed this one. Testing. I'll rename this one Testing my goddamn freaking dogs won't shut up. I'm almost done with her. It wasn't the worst, but obviously it wasn't the best. You see how much damage I take without DC. So I guess I can tell you guys the importance of my entire build with that example being behind us now. So the point of the action rate especially is to ensure that DC is constantly up, because that's going to double my stats and make me tanky as hell, especially since I'm not wearing the tankiest gear. I'm wearing a shit Heretic coat, but I actually got 2 Heretic coats recently, so I'm going to pimp my better one out that's in the workshop right now. I got this one a few days ago. I'm gonna pimp out my better one that's in the workshop right now, and I'll be putting the exact same pinions in. I was worried once about losing 400 magic, but for 32% crit, I'll take it. And I'm one of those who was not so convinced about using crit in the build, because I thought just using, how would I put it now? I thought using just 46% crit. Yes, so the Worm Song's 20% and Ultima's 25% was enough, but I crit a lot more often now with actual crit in the build. I also have another feral staff that has crit in it, but I don't like it, so I'm gonna try Snatcher on this young lady. I'm not going to use, I'm gonna use 2 berserks. I'm not gonna use 3. I don't think it's necessary, but I guess she is saying it might be. But I'm not going to be filling my mana up at the moment, so I'm not going to be using that berserk, the other berserk. This one should be good enough. Flame. This is how I know I appreciate Orna sometimes, because I haven't even smoked this whole video. Grr. Ashen Phoenix is kind of a noob, to be fair, so that wasn't really useful. I guess Arisen Mori is kind of the only thing that you kind of need to tweak your build for, because if you're doing 50% to stuff, or you're just killing stuff that's lower than Arisen Mori, it's going to be really easy, especially if you're using sequencer after a certain level. But okay, so some persons were asking me about what would I say now? Oh my god, guys, it's like I did mushrooms earlier today, and it's like I use up all my energy during that. So I'm just like the remnants now, having a drink, and now I'm about to have a smoke. So I was telling someone that magic sword was a good spell, but I've never used it before. So how can I tell them that? Alright, so I'll check out the damage. I'm actually not sure. Okay, crit, and they're 5% crit base. They seem to have similar damage, yeah. One of them, magic hammer, magic defense. I'm gonna try magic hammer on something. Alright, not something that is going to freaking petrify me every 6 seconds. Alright, I'll try it on a noob like Ashen Phoenix for real. Hello there, can you? Alright, this one has enough HP. I guess I will use 2 Zerks since I just did anyway on the previous one. So that would be unfair if I didn't here. Oh yeah, I've gotten a few. I got like 900 fucking berserk mushrooms from just killing mightiest mimics this month. It's been so good. Ooh. Ooh. It got a little spunk. It's got a little spunk. I mean, it's not Ultima, but it has a little spunk. Okay. And I lower her magic. And it's 1 turn. Wait, it's 1 turn. I'm not so used to 1 turn spells anymore, guys. It's like foreign to me now. But man, it's not that good. But it's not the worst. I'm almost not sure how to take it yet. Let's see. Okay. Okay, I got fucking that up now. Let's see. You know, it's actually not half bad. If it's every single turn. Yeah, it's not half bad. I almost forgot what it felt like to use, and it's so cheap. It's so cheap for mana. I actually don't even need to use that much mana potion. Okay, I'm gonna need to die here, I guess. Yeah, well, that's the result of me being bad at the game more than anything else, guys. But that wasn't half bad. That wasn't the worst thing I've ever experienced. Yeah, that wasn't bad.